Hey, it's Frankie Cola. Today I want to talk about when your girlfriend pulls away. Why is she so cold and distant? So why does a girl go distant? How can a girl go from sweet and loving to cold and disinterested? Soon you'll learn exactly why. But first, you have to avoid the following deadly mistake that makes things worse. See, when your girlfriend pulls away and suddenly becomes cold and distant towards you, what does the monkey brain inside her head want to do? It wants to chase. But that's the wrong way to go about it. This actually happened to me with a girl I was seeing. We were going out on dates for a couple of months, and then on the third month, she started getting a bit distant. She wasn't as eager to hang out like before. She took long to text back, and whenever I proposed getting together, she would give me an excuse. It was really frustrating. But then, because I was unaware, I made it worse. I made the huge mistake that contributed to the demise of the relationship. I kept chasing. As it turns out, this is a very common mistake men do when a girl starts to fade. And you know what? It makes sense. You see, ever since we are little boys, we are programmed by Hollywood movies to believe that you have to chase to make sure that a girl stays interested in you. And because of this programming, the minute a girl starts pulling away from us, there is a little voice in our head that continuously tells us, don't let her get away. If you don't do something, she will fade away and you will lose her forever. Now, as a result of this misconception, men try to fix a woman who's pulling away by pursuing her even more, unaware that this behavior turns her off and makes her pull away even more. That's why it's so important to understand the reason that she goes cold and distant towards you, so that when your girlfriend pulls away, you know how to act. And if you don't get these dynamics, you will be left alone wondering why she left you. Now think of it this way. A relationship is like a tennis match. You hit the ball to her, she hits it back to you. So when you hit the ball to her side, you have to wait for her to get back to you. But what commonly happens is that when she takes a while to respond, you might start thinking, why is she not texting me back? What's taking her so long? And you'll feel like sending her more texts. However, if you don't let your girlfriend hit the ball back to you, and instead you get desperate and try to force things by continually hitting her with tennis balls, she gets the sense that you are knocked off your center and not secure with yourself. She senses your weakness at an unconscious level and becomes repulsed by your lack of masculinity. That's why it's so important to be grounded to your purpose and not get knocked off your path. In my case, I didn't let her come to me, and instead I kept hitting the ball over the net. I kept pursuing and pursuing over text. I even tried to only get her out once a week to avoid seeming needy. I was rationalizing it as playful persistence. But things didn't get any better. She was texting me less and less, taking several days to reply, while giving me more excuses of why she couldn't hang out. The relationship was inevitably going down a death spiral. And then a few weeks later came the shocker. Actually, who am I kidding? It wasn't even that shocking. One night as I was driving, I noticed my phone light up with 7 consecutive texts from her. And when I saw that, my heart sank because I already knew what it was. She had sent me a long text saying we should just be friends, using reasons such as we are incompatible, and other kinds of reasons women give when they're trying to break up with you. Reasons to rationalize why they're not feeling attraction for you anymore. And this brings me to the lesson of the story. When your girlfriend pulls away, you must wait for her to come back to you. Now look, at one point or another, your girlfriend will test you. She will act cold and distant, and this will mess with your head a bit. Sometimes she'll do it to test you. Other times she'll do it because she needs space to figure out her feelings for you. So she's not aware that she's testing you or whatever. But you must expect it to happen and accept it as female nature. Now when it does happen, don't panic. Don't pursue by barraging her phone with crazy texts. No, don't do that. Let her be and create space for her to come back to you. For example, let's say you propose meeting up and going on a date. She says she can't and gives you an excuse about how she is busy, blah blah blah. But she doesn't propose another day to go out. What do you do then? Now, instead of waiting a few days to try to get her out again, playful persistence, you can be more direct in this. Say, great, when are you free to get together? If she says she doesn't know, then say, cool, let me know when you figure your schedule out. And then after that, walk away until she gets back to you. go no contact until she reaches out again. And when she does, assume she wants to see you and make a date. Now I hope you're paying attention to this because this is the key. This is key right here. See, you already hit the ball over the net and she failed to hit it back. Now you have to wait until she hits a ball back over to your side. By distancing yourself and going about your life, you allow her to work her feelings out, and because you're away, you become more attractive. See, she starts wondering about you, and then she starts missing you, and that causes her to come back to you. Then once she reaches out, you assume it's because she wants to see you, and you make a date. Now the next chapter is called Remain Stable on Your Path Through Her Emotional Ups and Downs. Okay, so this is what the woman is doing. She's kinda all over the map, weaving back and forth. Women are emotional. They tend to follow their feelings, so they flow a lot, like this. Now what a lot of guys do is they follow the track of the woman. They follow right behind her. Ever felt like you were doing that with a woman? Ever felt like your emotions went up and down depending on whether a particular woman seemed to like you at the moment? What you really need to learn to do is to find your own path, your purpose, your course in life, so that it acts like an anchor that grounds you emotionally. And this looks like this. Alright? Get in touch with that inner part of you that's stable, and stay on your course. Don't be affected by the woman's emotional ups and downs. Don't let anything take you off your path. That is what you do when your girlfriend pulls away and becomes cold and distant. Okay? Alright, let's say you messed up and pursued too much, just like I did in the story. It's okay. You are where you're at. But now what can you do to get your ex-girlfriend back? First, you want to get my free training ebook called The 7 Dangerous Mistakes That Stop You from Getting Your Ex-Girlfriend Back. Inside, I give you a clear plan to get back your ex-girlfriend's attraction. It's your ideal first step to getting how female relationship psychology works so that you become attractive in your ex-girlfriend's eyes again. Now it's easy to get the free ebook. Just go to xbackebook.com, enter your email, and I'll send it to you. And that's all for today. This is Frankie Cola, and thanks for watching.